Hi, Varys. I saw you you started up an Instagram. Actually, it's really nice to hear from you. How's your actually, I have a feeling how November went because I read your recent post and you're like talking about Mercury retrograde being over soon, hopefully. And I laughed when I read that. I need to pull it up because I don't remember like the exact way you phrased it, but like the way you phrased it, I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was funny. Um, oh, and I love those cards, by the way. Hi, Samantha. Yeah, yeah. Mercury retrograde of like thankfully closing. Like, yeah, this was quite the Mercury season. What's that deck called again? Actually, hold on. Yeah, no, just tell me. I don't remember. I know there's 3 decks, and that's all by one person, and it's all like all on this website. Hi, Chiwei. um, so I'm just. Oh no, never mind. I don't know that at all. That is not the name that was in my head. Tarot of Meta. We might be thinking of different decks right now. Um, ooh. Well, yeah, no, I remember you telling me about this deck because yeah, these cards and the King of Swords. Yeah, the Wisdom of the Oracle. Yes, that is the one that was in my head. By I think Doreen Virtue, but it could be someone else that it's by. Colette Baron Reed. That makes sense. Yeah, and this website and the 3 decks that she sells. I mean, there's multiple ones, but like, I'll just show you all. There's like the mystical shaman. These are like 3 decks. Literally, I want all 3 of these decks. There's like the mystical shaman, the animal deck, and I guess it's this one over here. But like, it's an interactive website where you can like give yourself a reading, where you like click on the deck, and then when you click on the deck, you like, I'll just show you all. You can like pick a card. You pick a bunch, and then you get a reading, and then you like read the words. So that's how I know that deck from. I found this website somewhere in 2018, and like since then, I was like, I want these 3 decks. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But that's really cool. And also, Samantha, like, how are you doing? Okay, cool. Your message just popped. That's so funny. Yeah, look, my cough is gone. I'm so thankful my cough is gone. Like, it was a very spiritual cough. It was connected to a lot of specific things. This was quite a Mercury retrograde season. It was like the fastest Mercury retrograde, but it was certainly just as impactful or impacting as the other 2 this year. So, not sure which Mercury retrograde was my favorite. um, they were all hard, but yeah, wow. Just wow is what I've got to say. I'm sure we've all learned something, some sort of things from this period of time. But yeah, my cough much better. Today is hopefully like a turnaround day. November was challenging for me. It's kind of why I'm here. I was like, I want to hang out. I haven't gone live in a while because I was dealing with a lot and I didn't want to keep going live just to make myself feel better. I wanted to get through some stuff so then I could be more present with you guys. Oh yeah, Saturn. Not a fan of November. Yeah, Scorpio season. Some people love Scorpio season. I don't know, but it's not my favorite. season, to be honest. Scorpio season, season of pain, healing, and death. I don't know. Not my cup of tea. I do love Scorpio though, like the energy. How did November go for you, Samantha? Maybe it's like more fun. I hope. Hmm. Blueberries. Good. Yes. My November was good too. It was hard. Yay! I could be remembering wrong. Was it on the 4th? November 4th? I'm just gonna take these bands out while I eat blueberries. On the 3rd. Mm, Varys. How's your November? I don't know if you're still here. Oh, cool. Yay! That is good. Okay. Well, it's good to hear that people have been having good Novembers. What have I been up to today? Well, I decided I was gonna go live, and then right before hitting the live button, I was like, I should clean. So I did a little bit of cleaning. I've just been kind of chilling. I've just been kind of chilling as well. Uh, it's been an emotional roller coaster. Just started the tarot Instagram out of nowhere like today. Yeah, it felt kind of out of nowhere. It was like, whoa, like I guess something's been going on that like inspired you to start doing tarot on Instagram. But no, I guess that came out of nowhere. Okay, nice. I love it. I love spontaneity. I'm gonna put my phone on this tripod so I can just yes. Looking for a job. Just gotta do tarot again. Yeah, I I was kind of in that boat too. Just like sort of expanding with my tarot or whatever business, and then I was like, I don't really want job. I was like, I just want to do this. I just want to do tarot and stop thinking so hard about, oh, how am I going to pay for this or how am I going to pay for that? I'm like, I'm just going to live my life, keep working through it, keep trying not to worry about stuff, and see if money falls into my lap. And we'll see. Yes, Chiwe. Actually, that is something I dream about. I do dream about opening like a tarot shop and with crystals in there, and like there's decks, and then I can do readings there. So yeah, I eventually I plan on opening a crystal shop. I want to be able to run multiple stores so I can just hire people that I know, so then everyone can like have abundance. Nice. For me, it's Trader Joe's. When I'm super down or hurt or whatever, Trader Joe's is there for me. Like every time. I went there the other day when I had this like huge emotional breakdown, and I like was making a video. Trader Joe's is like a grocery store. Then my energy gets drained. Mm, I don't know. I'm really weird about energy. Um, it does, like in a literal sense, yeah, it drains me, especially like once I'm done. Like if after I go through a video. or there's a moment where like zoop, energy runs out and then it's all gone. Hi Arwen. Hello. It's been a while. Like like 2 weeks or something. Yeah, I'm not like that. Like I guess with my friend Varys, like they did 2 readings and that was draining. And then for me, I can do a lot before I get drained. Most of the time, it depends on where our energy is at. But in a literal sense, my energy does get drained. But normally, when I do readings, I can just keep going. I can do readings for a long time. I have a lot of, I guess, mana. Busy with school and stuff. I know. Believe me. Mercury retrograde has taught me that. 1 a.m. New experience, yeah. And there's definitely gonna be times where like you'll notice you have plenty of energy, and then when you do the readings, you're fine. And then the moment you hit submit or you finish recording, like zoom, you're like, whoa, I'm about to go into hibernation mode. Like whoa, like the energy exchange, it happens. Self care is important. Reading the cards can be very draining because you're tapping into the energy. Yeah, I guess being a Pisces, maybe it has something to do with why I have a lot of it. And I mean, we all have energy. We're all like one and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I have a lot of energy to do specific things that I do. But on the other hand of that, there's a lot of things that I don't have the energy to do. Sometimes that's like including readings. It kind of has to do with my mood, like things like getting up and stuff like that. It has not been the easiest year, but it's worth it. We're friends. Guys, really, you can do them for yourself. I'm asking for healing messages. Or brain cells. Aww. Well, I'm sending you all love. Tend to take over my friend's negative energies. Do I have that as well? Can you like explain a bit like what you mean by that, Arwen? Oh, these are pretty good. Oh, but my Trader Joe's story. So the other day, I or maybe it was like a week or something now. But I basically was in a really low spot, we can call it, and I made a video diary to myself, trying to help myself. And then I that just became a really sad video diary. And at the end of it, it was like 9 a.m. because I didn't sleep, or it was like 10 a.m. And then I went to sleep, woke up, and then I just woke up and I was still crying. And so I drove to Trader Joe's. I just had my hoodie on, and I got 3 things. I got these blueberries actually, this like gluten-free mac and cheese, and these mango egg rolls, mango sticky rice egg rolls. And I go up to the cash register, and the person up there, she was just so sweet and could just tell I wasn't having it with the day, and she was just like nice, like complimenting my like 3 food things. She was like, I love those, like I love blueberries, and I just tried those mango sticky rice things, like I approve of your life choices. And I was like, thank you. And I remember her name. I always remember their names at Trader Joe's. Her name is Cece. And last time I was there, the guy's name is Nico. They're all so nice, like, and I always remember their names. So I love Trader Joe's. Um, but yeah, Trader Joe's to me is that crystal shop in Moscow to you, Chiwe. I go there in times of need. Let's see. Like when they're really sad or angry, I can feel myself go into that mindset as well. Oh, empathy, yeah. I'm feeling very sad right now, and I wonder if it's because of my friend who you tried to help Food is always healing. It will be a process figuring that stuff out. Samantha's got this. Nice. I didn't know how to answer that question, so I'm glad. Aww. Yeah, something that helps me is just simply understanding that we're all like connected, and that when we go into certain places we felt fine, and then we go into a place and suddenly don't feel fine. Like I've learned to, the whole like read the mood or like the atmosphere or whatever, like being aware of the energy, and that people, whether they mean to or not, whatever their intentions or feelings are, we pick up on it. Um, and the fact that you're here is indicating you're very clearly intuitive, psychic, into all this stuff. So I think it's good that you have this level of awareness. Actually, hold on, she got angry with me. Just stay very detached. Let it go. But I think it's okay, Arwen. I feel like you're going through like awakenings and things like that. Like, as much as it is like definitely like Samantha and role models 21, like they're definitely right, and she way a bit as well about stepping away from those kinds of things. But I also think that like certain things happen so that we learn these things for ourselves as well, for like what is happening. Whoa, I did not remember that you're a Pisces moon. But you're a Libra rising, right? And then it's like Leo. Because I always think you're a Libra, but you're a Leo. Scorpio season, also empathetic abilities to pick up energies, noticing similar things with my family. Yeah, I've been fine. I've been fine all of this Scorpio season. I'm pretty good at just knowing my feelings and knowing like I'm able to empathize. I don't know. I'm like the opposite. I'm able to be involved completely in a situation. Like like I can feel people's stuff and like empathize, but I can be there for myself fully and create my space. I don't know. It's weird. Hi, Anita. Yeah. Gemini. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Arwen, yeah, know your worth, know your boundaries, know that you can say no. You deserve the best. Maybe you have friends that, yes, you very much care for them, but if they're doing something that hurts you, there's a lot of different people out there, is all I'm saying. So just keep that in mind. I know you're a really nice person. Gemini is such a social energy, um, very much willing to accommodate to other people's personalities, um, to help people feel like oh, everyone's relating, everyone's cool, everyone, this is okay. But it's like, no, actually, what people do sometimes, if they make you need to change yourself in any form to do that, it's not okay. So just keep that in mind that, um, yeah, that you deserve the best. And like, take that really to heart. And if someone is toxic for you, it doesn't matter who they are, it doesn't matter how much you love the person. If they're not that cool, they're just not that cool, you know? So keep that in mind. Um, would a regular shower also work? Oh, have a salt bath. I a salt bath would be nice, but yeah, I think a shower is good too. Rinsing and water and just you know, that kind of cleanse. That once in a while. How soon I feel that I soak in too much others' energy. Part of my lesson this season, last night, able to completely detach my family's energies despite them being angry at me for some stuff. That's really good. I'm glad you were able to detach from that. Yeah, today I've really detached from certain things. Definitely have previously gotten sucked into their energies. Yeah, yeah. I feel you all like same. Feel energy no matter what, basically. Uh, and then once Mercury retrograde is over, then there's the shadow period to get through, which that's gonna be a minute, like 2 weeks or something, week and a half. It's just kind of like a ripple effect. So it's not that bad. It's like Mercury retrograde is over, and the shadow period is like the reflective period of like letting that sink in that Mercury retrograde is finally done with. Basically, that Mercury went direct. Like the shadow period is reflecting like it went direct. What happened? Like what happened during all that time? Like it's kind of like, so if you ever fly anywhere and visit and you leave home, you know how when you come back home or something, it's like people pick you up at the airport or whatever, you're driving back home, it's like, and then but it takes time before you adjust and you get back into your like, I'm here, I'm back home, this is daily life. Like you gotta unpack, you've got to get picked up at the airport, all that stuff. That's like the shadow period. It's like the shadow period is like you're back home, but you need to get your stuff home, you need to get unpacked, you need to adjust again to back to like, oh yeah, things are back to I'm here now, you know. So that's kind of what I think the retrograde or the shadow period to retrogrades are. Yeah, or after the retrograde, if that makes sense. So it's not that bad. The shadow period is just like readjusting, sort of reflecting, thinking, and like that period of time, you know? Because I guess some people might wonder, like, well, why do we still have to feel the effects of retrograde when Mercury retrograde is finally over at a specific time? And it's that whole analogy, basically. Yeah, 3 times a year. Can't feel bad energy right away many times, but sometimes some people just bug my eyes for no reasons. Sounds like people are jealous of your eyes. Interesting. The terminology. Okay, so retrograde. So if you're ever driving on in a car and you go past, you know, if you pass someone on the freeway and then you look back, it looks like the car is traveling backwards, but it's just that you passed them and you're just going faster now than the other person. You're ahead of them, you know. That optical illusion is retrograde. It's like, you know, it looks like Mercury is traveling backwards, but we just it's just the speed it just looks like that, and that we've passed there at some point or something like that. Though, I don't know. It gets all weird when you think of like angles and bending and all that stuff. But the analogy is the same. It basically just looks like Mercury is going backwards when it's obviously everything rotates the same direction. So that's what a retrograde is. And another way you can see it is kind of like, so if you think of like two things as energy that's connected, when, or like an eclipse, or like something when things align. So let's think of these as Mercury and Earth or something. This is like zoom, strongest energy right here, and then when it passes, there's this ripping apart effect. Like attachment, anxiety, like, yeah, what's the word called? Um, yeah, attachment issues. So when Mercury and Earth come really together like this, it's like, oh, the energy is plugged in, and then suddenly there's this like, this ripping away effect, like ripping away like a mother and child, that kind of effect. It creates this detachment, attachment anxiety. What's the word called? Attachment issues? Um, Attachment anxiety. I don't know, there's something like that. So that effect causes our discomfort during this time. Yeah, exactly. So we get discomfort because we miss Mercury, basically. This happens with all the planets. There's Neptune that is retrograde right now. A lot of planets were retrograde earlier this year, and a lot of them came back. And it's nice to have them back. Um, but yeah, Mercury retrograde is a very powerful one. It happens the most, but it's still a very strong season. Let's see. Shadow period is also a period of integration of the lessons we have learned from the Mercury retrograde. Yeah, don't at me, but I'm almost positive. No, yeah, that's exactly it, Varys. Exactly. It's the whole, when you get back from your trip, you're not just suddenly back home. You need to unpack your stuff. You need to figure out how you're going to go back to doing daily life when you were off on a vacation for 2 months or whatever, you know? So the shadow period is very important. It's There's no way to avoid it. We need to do that part. Um, yeah. She's got beautiful eyes. But yeah. Retrograde means revisits, reevaluate, revalue, yeah. You go within yourself and re-examine. The shower will be back. I might be gone at that point, Chiwei. I do need to get a few more things ready for today. But it was nice seeing you. How do you know that you're making the choices the universe wants you to? Or if you're being influenced by the retrograde? So everything is the universe. Everything happens for a reason. So you are the universe, and the universe is the universe. So you, or we'll call it the universe, kind of creates itself with a whole other factor of it, and you know therefore it created Mercury, created Mars, created Jupiter, everything. Why? For life, so these energies, it's not meant to be a bad thing. Being influenced by the retrograde slash shadow bit, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's just about learning, basically learning new things about yourself, learning new things about how you got here and why, if that interests you. People have different interests, people have different hobbies. Um, so, how you'll know you're making the choices the universe wants you to is if you make the choice. If you make the choice and you like it, let's just say the universe wants you to make those choices. And if you make choices and you did not like those choices, it's like if you did things that you did not want to do, or that did not ultimately have your highest well-being in mind, like those might not necessarily be the choices. There's no right or wrong, basically. It's like, so I feel like I've noticed sometimes people get really sort of stuck with the whole like like what am I supposed to do? I've seen some tarot readers on YouTube where they're like, oh, I hate tarot readings, but the universe says I have to, so here I am, I'm doing readings, I'm famous, and it's like, if you hate doing something, why are you doing it? My channels, picking up that the lessons we are learning from this retrograde seasons are here to help us on this next phase of life we are stepping into, as we close out 2019. If we don't learn the lessons, we can't really get to where we want to go. Pretty much. Because if we don't learn certain lessons, we're still holding on to certain energy. And if you think of it like this, you create your reality, and if you let go of what you don't want and bring in what you do want, you will have the reality that you want. So, an easy way to look at it is you can look around and feel something feels off. The fact that you can be around people and your mood gets affected, that is evidence that you're not in the reality you want to be in. That's just evidence as it is. Anything going on, you're like, okay, this isn't what I really want. So you're holding on to certain energy that's generating this universe for yourself. So if you want something different, we need to let things go. And I think Varys brings up a great point. Like, the things we learn is not because we're doing something right or wrong necessarily. We're always kind of just doing us, you do you. But the lessons teach us what is it that we're holding on to that's preventing what we actually want to come in. So these lessons teach us what to let go of, and it does help teach us what we want to bring more into. Like if you've never tried Cinnabon before, or if you've never done a tarot reading before. Like, I didn't know what tarot was until the beginning of 2018. So it'll bring in things that we learn that we want or don't want. So it's really just kind of like people are like, well, how do I know I want this car or that car or this shirt or that jacket? It's like, try it on, see if it fits, and if you don't, there's a 30-day return, type of thing. That's kind of like what life is. Everything is a choice, and you can choose how it feels for you. And yeah, there's consequence to every action. So there are things that if you make certain choices, it does make certain things irreversible. Kind of like if you buy an Apple product and you complain about it, and they said it came with like a refund thing, and then you go to them and they're like, oh, sorry, no refunds, and you're like, what was this paper? They're like, oh, that's like refunds only if and only if this, and they're like, what? I did not see that. You did not explain it like that when you first sold me this phone. It's like that too. So sometimes we make choices and there is no reverse. There is never really ever an undo button. So we learn to live with the mistakes, we'll call them. They are in a sense, but I don't know, they're lessons, and when we learn what we really want, we will always be worthy of what we truly want. And just depending on what's happened, it'll just take different form. So there's all of that for how you can help um, determine if something is right for you or not. It's sometimes not just as simple as, do you want this? Like me, I want to do tarot, I want to expand. I've learned recently, just because that's the case, does not necessarily mean, oh, all I do now is just do tarot all day, every day, I have a lot of other stuff I've got to do too. I'm gonna go back and reread all of these. So my lesson would be to detach from what will make me unhappy in order to manifest what I do want. Yeah, exactly. If we don't learn the lessons, we will keep repeating the same lessons over and over again until we learn. Love yourself first. Exactly. Cinnabon is nice, but nothing beats a red velvet cake. I'm sorry. Cinnabon to me does beat a red velvet cake. But I love Cinnabon. It's like if you try to tell me that Sword Art Online beats One Piece. I'm just like, what? Like, to each their own. But One Piece. But anyway, I'm sorry. I do actually really enjoy Red Velvet Cake. But I love Cinnabon. Like, yeah. In terms of food quality, you're right though. Like a Red Velvet Cake is like still always 10 out of 10 times, any food item is going to be a higher quality than Cinnabon. That's basically just a fact. Like Cinnabon is not healthy for anyone. It's just delicious. Tell you from first-hand experience. Don't want to get stuck in the same cycles. It's monotonous. Yeah. Do love myself, but dealing with how everyone else judges the way I choose to love is the hard part. So I do detach, but it is a lonely path. I feel you, Arwen. There's people are pretty hurtful. There's a lot we work through. There's a lot of bullies in this world, basically. I had to deal with a bully last week, and it was awful. But yeah, it's difficult. It can feel like a lonely path indeed. It is quite lonely. Um, but it's worth it. You're not alone, and doing what's best for you, even if it might look like the lonely path, you actually got a lot of support, and you actually come together with those that you really are looking forward to meeting. People that you really want to meet and come together with. People who aren't going to judge the way you choose to love, basically. Yeah. Saturn is our harsh teacher. Yeah. That's the Lord of Karma teacher. What you give out comes back. Yeah. Good old Saturn. Saturn is the brings upon the destruction and clears everything out, wipes out everything. It actually wipes out what doesn't serve, what's not doing anything good for us, basically. I actually love Saturn. Bullies definitely be out there, not just in like schools. A lot of my family members have bullying tendencies without realizing it. Yeah, and that's the thing. Bullies never want to admit to the fact that they're being a bully, and then they'll be like, "I'm not a bully. You're a bully," and it's like, oh my god, like they're also like adult children, and it's like, just you're supposed to be an adult. Like, how did this happen? Aw. You're welcome, Arwen. Have a wonderful shower. Very cleansing shower. Talk things out to mom. Write down how you feel and study for exams. Wow. Keep it up, Arwen. It's been a challenging November. I'm sending you so much love and light. I'm wishing you the best. So I look forward to everyone hopefully feeling better. So I do hope you feel a lot better soon and that a lot of this clears at the end of the shadow period, which is I think around December 10th. I'm just guessing on that number. I haven't looked at the calendar. But yeah, I'll see you in some upcoming live streams, Arwen. Have a good rest of your day and good luck with your exams and everything. Uranus, Saturn just takes your crap and gets it aligned. No, yeah, Saturn is very much the death energy, the clearing out, destruction. Uranus is more like advancement, technology, structure as well. Uranus, Saturn, Pluto, and Neptune are all very similar. And they're all quite lonely. Side note, savings. Yes! Thank you, Arwen! Yes! Okay, bye. Thank you. I feel that. I appreciate that so much. And that gives me like confirmation that my readings are helpful, so cool. The lightning, yeah. Lightning technology. To lay away for the new things Saturn is building. I really think Saturn is dismantling and everything, and building as well. Saturn does both of that. Saturn can put together things, and Saturn can wipe everything out. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn, which is known to do both of those things. Breaking things down, lightning, into pieces so small that they aren't even recognizable, then rebuilding with those pieces is like Saturn. Yeah, those just both sound like Saturn to me. Like the breaking it down, the rebuilding it. Saturn just takes the cake for me. I think Uranus does too too much of the futuristic stuff for me to see, or yeah, Uranus to see it as like destructive. But yeah. And my references are Sailor Moon, so I really know my Sailor Scouts. And I really trust it. Like 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Karma. Good old Saturn. I think that's why I love Saturn. I don't know. I've got such a soft spot for Saturn. Saturn can seem really scary to people, but I don't know. To me, I don't know. I worship Saturn. I'm like, thank you, Saturn Sama. Actually, Samantha, you just reminded me of Kali. Wherever she's at, the endings and beginnings. This is Saturn. Yeah. Faulty systems. Don't think it completely destroys systems. Oh yeah, like Uranus would probably just completely destroy something. Like Saturn destroys for the intention of it actually making way for the new stuff. It's karma at its finest. If you're disrespectful to someone, you will find other people disrespectful to you. That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah. Facts. And if people like, and then there are some people that just somehow don't learn the lessons of how they treat people or what they've done, and it's like, okay, good luck. I've learned to just stop trying to explain it to people. I just let people think that, you know, it's a mystery what happened with Mashi, and then just leave it like that. And then if they figure it out, they figure it out. If they don't, they don't. But I just went through way too many cycles with someone, of someone like, oh, I figured it out. Like, I'm sorry for everything, and then no, they weren't, and then they're a total bully, and it's just like, leave me alone. They will keep repeating the lessons until they learn. Yep. And I've repeated the lesson as well of just like, know my worth. I just gotta know my worth. A lot of different perspectives on planets and their energies nowadays. Yeah, that is something I was thinking of as well. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of different views. I just think everyone can vibe with the planets however they vibe. But yeah, I do absolutely zero research, so I just kind of, I just like the way I feel about each of the planets. Hi Neptune child ASMR. It's been a while. Can't stay. Just wanted to stop by. Aww. Aww. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure you're a Pisces too, right? Because Neptune, right? I'm pretty sure. Aww. I really appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. I could use pretty much all the positive energy I could get. Like, thank you. I'm sending positive vibes your way. I hope It's been a challenging November for Pisces, so I'm sending you so much love and positivity. So yeah, have a good day, Neptune Child, ASMR. Yeah, I was about to mention that I'm gonna go soon too. I'll cook dinner now. Many blessings, Samantha. Much love to you. Thank you all for hanging. Alarm just went off, so that's perfect timing. So much love, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad to hear how everyone's doing. See ya. Yeah. And for me, fingers crossed for the last third of November. Not sure what to expect from it. I'm not sure what to expect from this week because I was looking forward to the weekend and now I'm just like, I'm just ready to blow the weekend off and just cancel my plans with what was. I was supposed to be going to the beach and now I just don't want to go to the beach. So we'll see what happens. I feel like it's really important whichever decision I make about going there or not going there. But I don't know. But yeah. Alright, much love everybody. Goodbye. Have a good day.